He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart, yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. My beloved, one of the hardest lessons to learn is that God's timing is often different from our own. We naturally want answers today, breakthroughs tomorrow, and fulfilled dreams as quickly as possible. Waiting can feel frustrating because we only see the present moment, while God sees every moment from eternity past to eternity future. What feels like a delay to us is never a delay to Him. He is never late, never hurried, and never uncertain about what He is doing. His plans unfold with perfect wisdom because He alone knows the beginning and the end. Solomon writes, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." Notice that he does not say everything is beautiful immediately. Beauty often appears only after God has completed His work. A seed buried beneath the soil does not look beautiful at first. It seems hidden, forgotten, and lifeless. Yet beneath the surface, God is quietly preparing it to grow into something far greater than anyone could imagine. In the same way, many seasons of your life may seem confusing while you are living through them. There may be unanswered prayers, unexpected losses, closed doors, or long periods of waiting. But God's hands are never idle. Even when you cannot see His work, He is arranging every detail according to His perfect purpose. The verse also tells us that God has set eternity in the human heart. Deep within every person is a longing that nothing in this world can fully satisfy. We pursue success, possessions, relationships, achievements, and experiences, hoping they will finally bring lasting fulfillment. While these things can be wonderful gifts from God, they were never meant to replace God Himself. The reason your heart continues searching is because it was created for an eternal relationship with its Creator. Only when you know Christ do you begin to understand why your soul longs for something greater than what this world can offer. Earthly joys are temporary, but the joy of knowing God is everlasting. Solomon then humbly admits that no one can fully understand everything God has done from beginning to end. This is both a limitation and a comfort. It reminds us that we are not expected to understand every detail of God's plan before we trust Him. Children do not always understand why a loving parent makes certain decisions, yet they can still trust their parents' love. Likewise, there will be moments when God's ways remain beyond your understanding. Questions may remain unanswered for a season, and some mysteries may not be fully explained until eternity. Yet His inability to explain everything to us does not diminish His perfect wisdom. Faith means trusting His heart even when you cannot trace His hand. Throughout Scripture we see how God beautifully redeemed situations that once seemed hopeless. Joseph's years in prison eventually positioned him to preserve countless lives. Naomi believed her life had become empty, yet God was preparing a story of redemption through Ruth. The disciples watched Jesus die upon the cross, believing all hope was lost, only to witness the greatest victory in history through His resurrection. Again and again, God revealed beauty at the very moment people believed the story was over. What looked like defeat became triumph, because God was writing a greater ending than anyone could imagine. Perhaps today you are living in a chapter that feels unfinished. You may wonder why God has allowed certain hardships or why answers have not yet come. Take courage, dear friend. The author has not finished writing your story. Do not judge His masterpiece while He is still painting it. Trust His timing even when you cannot understand His method. Every prayer, every tear, every act of obedience, and every season of waiting is being woven together by the hands of a loving Father who never wastes the experiences of His children. So today, surrender your timeline to the Lord. Release the pressure to understand everything immediately, and rest in the confidence that God's wisdom is infinitely greater than your own. Through today's responsibilities while trusting Him with tomorrow's answers. The God who makes everything beautiful in its time is still working in your life. One day, whether in this life or in eternity, you will look back and see how His faithful hands were guiding every step, redeeming every sorrow, and shaping every moment into a testimony of His goodness. Until then, continue to trust Him, for His timing is always perfect, His love never fails, and His plans are always more beautiful than anything we could have imagined.